This is going to be crazy. Chris Tatarian, partner of Team Bandits, coming in with the cannon versus the man who is a veteran of Street Fighter League, Satsui no Nephew.
I'm telling you right now, Chris House Tatarian, I've like to call him back from the old, you know, Street Fighter 5 days, because I used to watch him go off at the locals, man. It is really cool to see him here for Street Fighter League as a player. And like you talked about, the #1 kid in the States. This is who you're looking at if you're in the States. And I talked about just the fact of watching how many sets even Chris plays. He legit goes and breaks down matches for other Ken players. Then he breaks down his own matches. And just the fact that he's continually in the lab, learning, upping his gameplay, and really is just a Ken fan. So it's really cool to see him.
He is. He truly is. And you know what's wild about that too is he's not afraid to let his tech out there into the wild. He's done a great job of teaching other players how to fight against the matchup. He's been very open on it.
Yeah, definitely one of those people that plays sets as well. I've seen, if you go to his channel, you can see sets versus players like Sonic Fox. I'm pretty sure he got Punk on there. I've definitely seen Dual Kevin on there, and just literally so many, so many different players. But here we go, sudden death. Nephew versus Chris House Tatarian. Let's go.
Man, what a callback team. That is like, you established that in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, bro. The man's. Big pickup here with the Juri, though. A character we've seen Nephew really kind of like set the pace for his Street Fighter 5 in. So, not surprised here. Drive rush after the knockdown. After he gets that corner back, Nephew ready, though.
Oh, damn. That's fierce. Sorry, that heavy kick. Not fierce. So far. And it's such a great tool to kind of like take up some of that space against any character, really. And what's funny about that is Ken likes to play in that exact range to get his roundhouse going, some of his little forwards going as well. Roundhouse being a low crush can be pretty important from certain distances.
Oh no. Okay.
Charge up twice. Yeah, he has to charge up because he's in burnout too.
Blocking it out. Still opens up with the throw. Dash up, tries to go for another one. Nephew ready this time, and I like that. Switch up the trajectory that way to see if he's not prepared for the dive kick, but he is. Gets the drive in.
Let's go.
Round #1, Chris
I'm using a fireball to get in.
Looking at team match point, because this is sudden death, right? It's first to one. What a pickup. I do love that from Nephew. A decent amount of damage, but more importantly, the corner carry. Let's see how Chris Tatarian tries to fight his way out of there. Primarily, it's going to be the fireballs, but the big interrupt from the drive Russian Nephew.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Whoa.
Good pressure. Trying to keep him in this corner. You see Christy kind of like keeping this corner in favor.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going to see an uppercut right there, but maybe just the fireball was too slow. Ready for the DI. Nephew.
Yeah, he can't really drive rush forward. He didn't want to spend any of the gauge just yet. Wants to take full advantage of Chris Tatarian being in burnout. Both have stock level 3. This might just be Nephew's round, but it's going to lead into something really huge. Oh,
now he's in burnout, trying to get in there. Actually tried to do something after blocking the fireball. Was not good enough. He was in burnout. Nephew getting the second round.
This is looking like an alpha matchup, right? You got full drive gauge, full resources, level 3 on deck. This is going to be kind of nuts. He's going to spend it early. Yes, sir. There's going to be a lot of damage, not only to the life bar, but to the drive gauge as well. Chris Tatarian, what are you going to do to follow up?
My man Ken drags his fist on the ground and start his fist on fire like a match. That is so cool.
Nice.
Level 3.
Damn.
Try to burn him out.
Burnout. He might be but it's
burnout from burnout, quick exchange. But yeah, I think Chris Tatarian is still going to have a little bit of drive gauge left in the tank.
Nice.
Yo, jump back strong. Get off of me.
Nothing.
He would jump.
Oh.
Definitely going mobile just to make sure that Nephew does not find a hit to get the closeout. Speaking of, no super on either side. Tries to go for the overhead after the knockdown.
And I love the assessment, the quick assessment from Chris Tatarian to back away while in burnout. Nephew had his back to the corner a little bit earlier ago, but now the miss.
Okay.
The miss throw.
Step kick, crouching medium kick, no drive rush, cancel. Nephew gets the knockdown. They're both in drying out.
Oh! Terry could potentially chip out. He could have uppercut, but he was looking for a dive kick perhaps.
Nice. Oh, that was free.
Nephew gets the extra 5 on the board for the squad. NASR takes this team match, and it went down to an overtime sudden death. That's the second time today, and that's got to be a record. I don't think we've ever had 2 sudden death overtime finishers in SFL history.
Listen, for the time that we've had sudden deaths, I might agree with you. I don't recall exactly when that rule was implemented, but I think you might be right, man. But it was unfortunate. I think there was a checkmate scenario there from Chris Tarian where he had thrown the fireball, drive rushed forward, and I guess he was weary of Juri's dive kick, perhaps. That's the only thing I could really think of, right? But at that angle, at that angle, I think he could have uppercut to stop her, right? I think it could have killed.
No,
if I'm
I'm pretty sure, because if on the whole drive rush scenario, like a lot of times you see people do that. Like it'll autocorrect give you the DP in a lot of situations. So just dealing with some of the jump ins, but you still have to be very, very careful, because if it whiffs, I mean,
right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we see what happen. And obviously, let's just say you miss time and you do like a medium kick one and he's up there long enough, that second is still going to hit you. So I really think they really approached this. Having Nephew on the tail end, the fact that it was Ken, and you have to, this is one of the characters that you have to know how to fight.
You have
Street
to.
Fighter 6 because he's so good.
Same with Juri.
The same thing goes with Juri. One of those beginning characters, although expensive, she really is something that you have to be careful of. And on the roster of characters that you need to know how to fight.